Hey everyone, welcome to our 3 o'clock live chat. I'm Heather, I'm Director of Education here at Luminess. And guys, we are here each and every day for you. So you learn more and more about Luminess and what we have to offer. And we go over everything from skincare to color cosmetics to, of course, airbrushing, because you know us for airbrushing. We've been around 20 plus years. And so if you have questions regarding airbrushing, skincare, color cosmetics, that's what we're here for. So you actually get to see it being done and ask your questions. So hello, Christina. How are you? I am, let me make sure we're on here. The weather's bad again. It's raining. So I just want to make sure we're still live. Hey, Donnie, is it raining where you are? Hey, Trish. How you doing? All right. There we go. All right. So now let's get, I don't know what's going on with my hair. It's that darn, what's this curly? What is that? Well, I don't know what that is. All right. All right, now I have hair on my face. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I was trying to think of another new way to put the makeup on. There are so many ways to put airbrush makeup on, and to and with airbrush makeup, it's not all or nothing. So you don't have to do everything airbrush. You can do airbrush and color cosmetics and blah, blah, blah. Hey, Sharon. So you can do a lot of different things in a lot of different ways. So dependent on your look that you like, and that should change daily from, oh my gosh, it's been raining for 2 days. I'm going to slap some foundation on and some mascara and I'm good to go. Or, oh my gosh, I need this, and that. You know, like all of that. So, you know, that look can change all the time. So with that being said, I do have Velvet Veil on, which is one of my faves. So I love Velvet Veil. If you're unfamiliar with Velvet Veil, it is a primer that we put on, but it helps blur fine lines and wrinkles and crinkles and redness and a lot of different things. It's almost like a filter for your face without the camera, so which is pretty cool. So it's going to help, you know, blur those the fine lines, wrinkles, pores, all of that. So you can put it all over, or you can put it, you know, in certain spots. So it's really up to you on how you want to do that or how you want to utilize that. The other day when I used our luminizer first, oh, love it. Christina says, I actually use the airbrush eyeshadow without airbrush and even used it on my lips. Yay! Exactly. Janet said, don't like the weather? Wait 10 minutes. Exactly. Yeah, I rode in to work with sunglasses on, and then now it's raining. This is my fake smile. All right. Yeah, you can pretty much tell my mood all the time. But yeah, I did use the luminizer, and this rose gold one you can use all year round. I don't care who you are, what you do, you can utilize this one all the time. I put it on before my foundation last time and did it really heavy in this area. See, I'm already sweating. I'm sweating. I put it in like certain areas, and I put quite a bit. I'm blotting. And then I airbrushed over it, and it really turned out great. And every time I like caught some light or anything, it gave a glow, like a glow from within, not like I needed to powder my face. Okay. There is a difference between a shimmer and looking too shiny. Okay. So if you look like you can fry chicken on your face, then too much. But when you do it in maybe certain spots, even though with this one, I did it in a little bit more than I normally would, it's okay because I did it I did my foundation on over it. Does that make sense? I hope so. I even did it on my eyes, and that is also something you can utilize that. And then putting it in the blush. Any of our luminizers in the blush are beautiful. See, Janet says, I've been practicing with the airbrush eyeshadow. I love it and need more practice. That is so awesome. Janet, one thing you can do is, here, I have a little sticky here. And when people, hey, Mari, how are you? She's from Peru. The one thing you can do, take a sticky note. Actually, you could probably do the sticky side of it. Can you do that? Oh, yeah. You can take a sticky note and put it right here. What that's going to do is protect that area. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's see what this one is. People are going to come on and go, what are you doing? What exactly does this do? Oh, I love this color. All right, so this is just, so when you're practicing eyeshadows, airbrush eyeshadows, you can do it. Oh, I put it on the eye that always tickles. You could do it like that. I put way too much, but I'm using it to dry off right now. And then that gives you that, that exact a line that you need. So we did tape one time. You could do tape. You could do, so there's a lot of things you can do. That color is so pretty. I like that. To get that straight line, where especially when you're first starting out. Oh, that's pretty. When you're first starting out, it's great to start with. Now, the other thing, I do tell you guys to, when you're doing regular eyeshadow, you can do your eyes first and then do the foundation and then do all of that second. Because that way, if you have any product that falls out, you can correct that before moving on. So if you airbrush your eyes first, Evelyn, that is so true. Hey, Robin. So if you do it first, so I don't have any other foundation on, I can do that. And you might go, Heather, that does not look right. Well, I don't have anything else on. So it's the same thing as far as being able to fix things. So I just got my wipe. And look at that. Hello, beautiful. So I can go in there and I can still take my blending brush. So if that line is too harsh, it's a little bit too wet. I can blend it like that. So there's still people are afraid to do, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't, it doesn't matter. Because there are ways to correct, to fix, to, Robin says, I use the wipe trick all the time. I mean, I literally was like, there. And even taking this again, wiping that out, wiping that off. I can still kind of smudge it, even with my finger at this point, because it's still a little damp. Let me get my mirror. Hey, Tammy. And I'm just with my finger, I'm just kind of blotting. Bam. There you go. Okay. So that's actually, guys, that's just one color that I just did. Now, if I wanted to, I could definitely go in and do like a highlight, probably since that has a shimmer to it, I would go in just with a matte color. And right now it kind of looks funny because of the underneath and not having that completed. So you have to almost have a vision of that. And when you get the foundation on, kind of look and go, okay, what else do I need with it? If you need to add some lightness in here, let me get this out. So I always look for ways that I can kind of tweak it and make it better. I'm always, now, would I be okay with this? Yeah. Because once I get this done, once I get the rest of my makeup done, it will look amazing. So I'm going to take the Lovers palette in the Naked, which is the matte white. And I'm just putting that right on top underneath my brow bone. And it kind of softens those edges. And I can even put it right in here. But I really like that color. I mean, I love that color. So there's that. All right. So now I have it all cleaned up. Now I don't want to wipe too much underneath because I do have velvet veil on. But if I wanted to go back to, oh, thank you, Tammy. Let me clean that out first because that would be awful. Let's do this one. I was about to put the concealer after doing that bright or the colorful eyeshadow. And the other thing, once you get to airbrush eyeshadows, guys, you talk about blending. They blend into each other so amazing. Because remember, your stylist blends everything for you. And so it really does help blend those together. So keep practicing, keep having fun with it. I'm now doing the CC concealer in light beige. And I'm starting that underneath my eyes, looking up. And going on my nose, getting some of this redness. Because, yeah, guys, I know you know this, but sometimes we forget. Putting on makeup, it's a process. When I'm doing someone's makeup, I don't let them look in the mirror. And the reason for that is because if I just saw me right now, I'd be like, ooh, I don't know about this. Well, all I'm seeing is right here. I mean, think about how many times we've heard people comment about my eyebrows when I don't have makeup on. That's because all you're seeing is that. When you get everything else on, then it starts making sense. So it might not look 100% that moment, but keep going. And then at the end, see what you need to tweak. Okay? Don't draw your conclusion just based on something you just did. You kind of have to think, okay, all right, I might have to tweak this, but let's keep going and see what happens. All right, so now I have on concealer, which I think I just messed up a little because I sprayed a little bit too much because I was talking. So I'm going to blot this out a little bit. So I'm going to spray just a little bit more, maybe one drop. Just to even this out a little bit. Okay. And then I'll go in with my foundation. And I'm using the Silk 3-in-1. And the 3-in-1 has the anti-aging properties. It has your moisturizer primer. It has your concealer. It has the foundation. So it does give you a lot of product in there. If you need more coverage, that's going to be our the Mystic. That does have a higher pigment load. So it will give you a little bit more coverage in a shorter amount of time. All right. Now what foundation is going to do is even me out. So right now I'm going to be a flat face and eyes. Okay, so again, if we're talking about that looking, you know, thinking about what we still need to do, that's something you have to think about. Another thing I want to point out is the fact I'm wearing a white shirt. Nothing's on my shirt now. I have to knock on wood because as soon as I say that, I'm going to drip something. But this, guys, is so precise. It only goes where you're pointing it. I'm able to do eyes. I can do my eyes without having to clean that up. I'm just showing you an easy way to do it so you don't have to be scared. You don't have to worry about it. You can get it all over the place if you do your eyes first. But I'm just saying, like, I can do it very precise. So this guy is amazing. I mean, you're really going to get so much coverage, so precise. When you're doing the foundation, you're going to hold it 4 finger widths away from your face, and that is going to be enough room to get that even, flawless look without having to touch your face. And that's a big thing. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, Pickle. All right, so now what else can we do? So I already have a little bit of shimmer. You know what I do want to do is I'm going to do some eyeliner underneath, and I think I'm going to take, I'm going to use the World palette, and I'm actually using a flat eyeshadow brush but I'm going to use just the end right there, and I'm going to do Orbit, which is kind of a deep green color. And smudge it underneath. Okay. Now I could also, if I did want to tweak this up a bit, I could go in. I'm like, where is it? Where is my blending brush? Where are you? Where are you? I don't know where it went. I'll have to use this one. It's somewhere. Ah, there it is. Oh, good. You will, it is different than regular makeup, than traditional, but it makes it makes a big difference because you're able to get whatever kind of coverage you want without looking heavy heavy cakey, like thick makeup. It's amazing how it is a touchless application. It just basically rocks. All right, so now I'm going to add, whoops, I didn't shake this guy up. I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer, and I'm going to do the matte bronzer. And I think I will do a drop of my, I don't know where my 2 is. I was going to do 2, but I'll do a drop of 3 in there. Mix those 2 together real quick. And then, now I start, when I'm doing some contouring with the airbrush, I actually start my movements first. Before pulling back on the trigger. And guys, when I tell you I'm spraying super light, I ain't lying. I mean, you can barely see it come on, but that's exactly what we want. All right, so I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring. Right there. And then I was trying to think if I wanted to add blush, but I might add a regular blush. But now I'm going to take the Cut 1 palette. I'm like, where'd I put everything? I'm going to take the Cut 1, which I could contour. I could sculpt with this one, but I'm going to use the highlight part and do a little bit of the flat white, a little bit of the butterscotch, and highlight under my eyes. I felt like they're a little bit too dark for some reason, so I just want to highlight a little bit underneath to make the eyes pop a little bit more. So Tammy, it really varies. Like that's what I was trying to think of what I was going to do. Let's do soft rose and the rose gold. So I'm going to use the soft rose blush with the rose gold luminizer, which I used the other day. So I'll put 2 drops of soft rose blush and a drop of the luminizer. And then I'm going to mix that up. Okay. And then I'm going to smile. I don't smile, I smirk. The reason I don't smile is because when I smile, sorry, I'm so burning up right now. I need that fan on. When I smile, like my cheeks are up here. So if I put my blush here, that makes sense. But when I stop smiling, they're down here. So I kind of go halfway and smirk. And again, our blush is super high pigmented. I'm just going to keep going until I see it start coming up. But you're going to see a little bit of a shine. I can even do it right here. A little bit goes a long way. It does intensify. So putting a little bit of that rose gold illuminizer in there will help you just because it is going to kind of mute the pop of the blush. Because if you put 2 drops of blush and let's say you just did one side, you're going to look like a clown. So 2 drops of blush for both sides is amazing. That's all you need to do. And I don't always use blush. Don't think you always have to use blush. A lot of times I'll contour and highlight where I'll contour and I kind of contour a little bit higher and then I just put a shimmer on. So again, a lot of different options depending on whatever look that you're going for, right? All right, so now I'm like, what lip do I want? Let's do, now that we're getting into, you know, the fall, I'm going to use the Pouting Peony. This is a liquid lipstick. And it's going to go in my eyes. Everybody's liking it. Yay. Okay. And curling the lashes. Guys, curl your lashes. You will be amazed what it does. It really just opens up your eyes. Where's my, oh, there it is. It really does. I mean, it makes, I have long lashes, but curling your lashes makes such a difference. Oop, that was open. There it is. Now I'm going to put on mascara. Yes, I do make that face. And I put mascara on top and bottom, meaning top and bottom of the lash and top and bottom of my lashes. Hey, Angela. All right. And then I love the brush here because you can, here, I don't know if that'll go into focus. Let me see if I can do it this way. The brush here, just, I can really get in there. And get that mascara on. Hello, Kim. Because I love using the bigger part of the brush to get the mascara on. And then you can use that tip part to separate it. And there you go. Bam! There you go. Set. All right. Easy enough, right, guys? Oh, Angela, I hope you're okay in your car. But guys, I hope you have an amazing weekend. Try some airbrush eyeshadow. I mean, you literally, if you do it first, you literally could just close your eyes and go, and then clean it up, okay? But try it. Hello, Susan. Try it. Have fun with it. I mean, guys, you see me all the time. I do eyeshadow with just 2 shades. That's it. That's all. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I could have done it with just 1. I mean, so just try different things. Start with your dark shade. Maybe you just need the crease. How it blends out, like when I was doing this, it blends where it's lighter here. If I start here, it's going to blend in and it gets lighter when it comes in. So just, you have to play with it. You have to experiment with it and just have fun. If you mess up, guess what? It's fun. You can laugh at yourself. Do you know how many times I have laughed by myself over something I've done? I mean, come on, guys. You got to laugh at yourself, right? But try it this weekend. Have fun. I want to hear about your fun airbrush eyeshadow stories. All right, guys. I will see you soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you back on Monday. We have our amazing Luminess Beauty conference coming up next weekend. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, thank you, Mari. It's going to be so much fun. Hey, Muzi, how are you? So you guys have a fun weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye for now.